I'm gonna try for the first time doing iced coffee. I don't know how to make coffee, so I bought this from the store, Cold Brew, flavored with other natural flavors by Starbucks, vanilla sweet cream. So we're gonna try this. I got some whipped cream. I got some Goudelli caramel. I did order the chocolate, but it didn't come yet. Oops, it didn't come yet. And then I got a glass cup. So I've been watching on YouTube, people just sprinkle the stuff. Don't mind me, by the way. I'm watching Insidious too. This is one of my favorite movies. And as you can tell, I got horror characters on my shirt. So we're just gonna put a little around the cup and stuff. And then at the bottom. I'm not an expert at this, so ciao. But I'm going to be this is what it looks like. But I'm going to be making baked lamb chops, green beans with bacon, and mashed potatoes. I didn't get fresh green beans. Honestly, I didn't see them in a grocery store. So I'm using a can chopped. Lamb chops I marinated overnight. Ooh, this is kind of hard to open. Oh my God. The demon got inside the man. We're gonna put the cubes in here. Ooh, I didn't close it all the way. We're gonna try just a little because this is my first time drinking it. It's cool. To be honest, I'm not a coffee drinker. The caramel does it for me. I have to have caramel in here. I'm gonna pour some more caramel in here, just a little bit. And then I'm not gonna fill it up to the top. I'm gonna use some whipped cream. This is non-dairy dessert topping, so. Cheers. This is what it looks like. Cheers. Do I gotta refrigerate this after I open it? No, I don't say I have to refrigerate. Okay, let's go ahead and start cooking, child. Now that I got my coffee. Gotta wash your hands. 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 Yesterday when I did my get ready with me, I made my apple drink. It did not come out the way I wanted it. So I'm redoing it. I put some more water in it, put some more cinnamon, chopped up some more apples, and I put some lemon slices in it. So, because I can't remember how I made it earlier this year. I can't remember how I made it. I know the seasons and stuff is the same. It's just, I think I put lemons in it. Or it may not be anything wrong with the recipe. It may just be that the apples, they just aren't flavorful. We're gonna come over here. I'm gonna do the green beans. Bacon. Some Black Label bacon. This is a good brand. Where's my cans? Oh, they're over here. We using these. What would I do for what? I pour off most of the green bean water, juice, whatever. We're gonna do 2 because my green beans be smacking, so I'm doing 2 cans. I'm not gonna pour most of this one out. Trash. I need to dump the trash then. All right, we're gonna chop up some onions. And you can chop up however many onions you want. I honestly will base it off of how many green beans you have. I mean, the best way to do it is to have fresh green beans. But canned green beans is just as good, just as fine. It still does the trick, so I'm actually gonna chop this. It wasn't a half, it was like a quarter of an onion. So I'm actually gonna end up putting all of it in here because I got quite a bit of green beans in there. So you just gauge it yourself, you know, what you want to use. I don't know what you're talking about, if you catch me. What are you talking about? So here's the chopped onions. I don't have the fire on. So after I do that, I'm gonna put some bacon in it, in the green beans. So I'm done with this onion for now. Yes, baby. Yeah, baby. Yes. Mommy cooking. My hands are too wet to just pull it. So I'm going to cut it open. Same thing with the bacon. Gauge on how much bacon you want in it. You can either chop it or cut it. Oh, I forgot these aren't that great as cooking shears. I gotta hold it at an angle for it to work right. What? Oh my God, is that a spider? Was that a spider? Or were you trying to warn me of a spider? I felt something crawling on me. Okay, so I had 3 slices of bacon, cut it into little cubes. Hi, what is it, Sunday? Happy Sunday to you too, boo. I'm actually going to cut 2 more pieces of bacon and then cut them like this. I do pull them apart sometimes I don't. Actually, I might not. Nah, I think I am. I won't do too much. Now, you can do too much bacon now. I know some people, they love them some pork. Now, again, gauge it towards how many green beans you have in that pot. You know what I want to learn? I think I might make a cooking YouTube. I might make a cooking YouTube because I want to learn how to make sauces to things, and yeah, I want to learn how to make sauces to things, and I want to learn how to make beverages, like alcoholic beverages and non-alcoholic beverages. Like right now, I just did a coffee. I mean, I did it the easy way out. Now, next time, we're going to try doing the instant coffee route. I ain't going to jump, because I don't really like coffee that much. I have to be in the mood, so I'm not going to jump into the point and go ahead and get all into coffee, buying all kind of coffees. I'm not going to be doing that. Now we're going to turn the fire on. We're going to turn the fire on. I do not like, she need to get like a plastic. I'm going to get her like a plastic. Don't you hate when black folks, why do they be doing this? Black people always saving something. They always saving the salt packets, the plastic things. Like, God dang, what you need to save your straw for? That's crazy. This drives me crazy. No, but I need to get her some more cooking utensils, because what? We're going to use this, even though this is an ideal. Now, I could use the wooden spoon. Maybe I'm going to use a wooden spoon. So, actually, you know what? I don't know if I got enough. So, I'm mixing it right now. This is what it looks like so far. I didn't season it yet. Can y'all see that? This is what it looks like so far. I didn't season it yet. But I'm looking at it. I'm stirring it to kind of evenly distribute the bacon. Yeah, I think I'm a cut 2 more pieces. Let me just get a grocery bag so I could just trash stuff instead of walking back and forth. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna cut. Yeah, I'm gonna cut some more. I do have it on low fire. It was just you cutting the 2 more pieces of bacon. So they be stuck together out of the bacon. I use Black Label bacon. They be stuck together. So when I cut it, it's just together. Now, earlier I was pulling it apart, but honestly, it's not going to matter once it starts cooking, bubbling a little bit. I don't put too much liquid. I use the liquid that the green beans come in. Sometimes I may add a little bit, like a pinch of water. Okay. Now, the seasonings I'm going to use, I should have opened these first. I'm going to have to wipe these down when I'm done cooking, because I don't like that. Okay, so these are my basic seasonings. I pretty much use this on all. This is like go-to seasonings for me. So I use the Mrs. Dash Original. I use the Mrs. Dash. This is my favorite, the Table Blend. It has more flavor than the original. The original has kind of like more of an earthy taste. Lemon pepper. How could you go wrong with some lemon pepper? And you black, you definitely supposed to have some garlic and lemon pepper in your kitchen. Now, it's crazy because one of my old jobs, I didn't know nothing about Mrs. Dash, but because of the industry that I work in or whatever, you do got to feed individuals. So I learned about Mrs. Dash because they had nutritionists, and Mrs. Dash don't have no salt in it. So if you're looking for a great alternative, flavorful seasoning, some of them it's more earthy taste. Some of them it has flavor to it, like the Nature Blend. I'm actually gonna have to pour a little bit of water in here. Now, I don't measure it. That's kind of like a black person thing. You kind of know as you go. And the one thing is, you can always taste it. And if it needs some more seasoning, put some more. So don't overdo it too much in the beginning. Don't overdo it too much. I'll just pour this much in. So in here, I got my chopped onions, I have my bacon. I have my, how many seasonings? 4 seasonings in here. And I'm just stirring it so the seasoning could get distributed evenly. And we're just gonna let it cook. I'm gonna show y'all what it's looking like right now. It ain't gonna be too much, but just wait till it's done. Hold on. So that's what it looks like with the seasoning in there, the bacon, the onions. We're gonna let it cook. It's on low heat right now. Next thing what I'm gonna do is, because I'm making, what's on the menu today? Shoulder lamb chops. Those are gonna be baked in the oven. I marinated those last night. We're going to be doing the green beans. And now we're going to be doing the homemade mashed potatoes. Now, I'm going to be honest. This is not my ideal mashed potato. Because typically when I make mashed potatoes, I love to do it with the red potatoes. But I'm going to go ahead and do it with the golden potatoes. And the reason why I'm doing it with golden potatoes is when I went to the grocery store yesterday, all the bags, like the potatoes was like this big. And I was like, I'm not about to be peeling all them little bitty potatoes. And then on top of that too, the red potatoes were like, once they start turning, because they're supposed to be red, right? Once they start turning a grayish color, they're going bad. So I was like, oh, I'm not about to get them potatoes. And then who does mashed potatoes with russet potatoes? I don't do that. That's like more like baked potatoes type of thing. You want to do some potato chips, homemade potato chips, all of that. You do that on your own time, okay? So we got the golden potatoes today. That's what we have. And these were decent. I went through all them bags. It was about 10, maybe 15 bags. I went through all them bags because the potatoes for the golden potatoes was small too. They was like that big too. Like little golf balls. Girl, boy, why I found these potatoes right at the bottom. So This is one of my favorite movies. Insidious is on right now. Can y'all see that? I like Insidious now. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to throw these. Ooh, I'm going to throw these in the sink because I'm going to wash them off. You always make sure you wash off your potatoes. I think I'm going to do 5 potatoes. Probably should do more than that because I love mashed potatoes. I'm going to just do that because I ain't going to be greedy. So you should wash your potatoes and peel them. Or should I peel them after? You could peel them after too. It'll be a little bit easier to peel them after. Let me see what I'm going to do. I'm thinking in my head what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm like thinking of the scenarios in my head, which way I would do it. But when it's hot, it's like, oh my God, do I want my fingers to be burning? These are things that be going on in a cook's head. But I'm going to have to be very careful if I pull the skin off now to do the mashed potatoes because you got to mash it too. Because I boil the potatoes and then after that, I put it into the pot that I want it to be in. I mash them, put the cream in, put the milk in, and then I put the little salt and pepper in there. I'm going to go ahead and peel them first. So. I'm going to wash them real good. Oh, I need the strainer. Guys, I was in a horror competition, but I low-key forfeit because I didn't want to keep going through with it. I should have kept going. But, hey, I'm pretty sure the people that was in there, they was happy of it. Happy I quit. Something to put this oil in because I do be using this oil. You need to get some mason jars because what the heck is this? I mean, this is a mason jar, but I mean the other ones. This is potato oil that I'm putting in a jar. Save your oil. Save your oil depending on what it is. I wouldn't save no seafood oil. I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna have to put some of these dishes in. There's just way too much commotion going on.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. It's a whole new kind of
I'm gonna need this for the lamb chop. These two can get put up. There's way too much going on here. Now, this is typically not what I do not be putting away the dishes. I wash the dishes for the family, but I don't put them up. But there's just so much stuff up here. I don't like clutter. Not in my kitchen. I don't like that. That gonna have to get washed again. Smells good.
Yeah, and the cashback's wild.
Are you guys feeling this?
I would pay with you everywhere. 5% cashback on any category you choose. Every single month. Or even more when I shop online. I would pay with you everywhere.
I really like pay with it.
I know, right?
No, I mean like food.
Oh,
Every payment, every time. Don't just pay, PayPal.
At Domino's, we know some companies are guilty of shrinkflation, giving you less for the same price. But we're going to give you more. Mix and match any 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each online. And you have to have 1 pizzas for large for free. Get more places, not shrinkflation at Domino's.
Mom wants me to did he take my old Spice Total bottle deodorant with 24/7 freshness and use it on her kids' toes and down below? How could you?
At Spectrum, we understand the value of staying connected to your passion, work, and ideas. That's why we combine the fastest and most reliable internet with Spectrum Mobile to provide you with a seamless connection wherever creativity sparks. And now,
All right. We're gonna go ahead and start peeling.
call 1-833-951-1261.
I hate this peeler.
With Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider, you get a fast, reliable connection you can count on to bring your ideas to life when you need it most. Stay seamlessly connected with one line of Spectrum Mobile for a whole year, including your internet service, with no contracts or additional costs. Call 1-833-951-1261. With Spectrum Internet and Spectrum Mobile, get a fast, reliable...
Now, you don't have to peel it like super perfect. I personally like when there's a little bit of skin on my mashed potatoes, if I'm being 100% honest. So I'm not gonna make this super clean, but this is what the result is of one potato filling. I'm washing it off. I need to put some bleach in that too. Oh wait.
What did you say?
I'm your new lieutenant. I'm not giving up. I'm just getting started.
So it doesn't take that long for the green beans to cook, by the way. I'm gonna actually turn them down just a little bit.
Same awful host.
And for some of you guys asking, like, ew, why'd she put the potatoes in the sink? Child, because I cleaned the dang sink. You want to make sure you wash your sink. Wash it with soap and water, then bleach. Some people be using Ajax in their sink, depending on what type of material your sink is with. Rinse it off real good. Yes, Papi Chulo. What? See, you smelling them green beans. Mm-hmm. Smell good, don't it, poo-poo? Smell good? Mm-hmm, I know. Do y'all realize how spiritual the movie Insidious is? It got astral projection here, talking about the afterlife, possession. Yes? What's up? Alright, we done washed our potatoes. This is the final look. We're gonna go ahead and I should have actually had this water boiling. I wasn't thinking. We're gonna get the water together. For these potatoes. Shoot, me not paying attention, child. I'm gonna go ahead and taste a couple of these green beans. I'll be able to know if I need something else.
Open the door.
Hold on, I need a spoon. I'm tasting the liquid. That let me know what I need to season. It need a little bit more lemon pepper. Now you could choose to put your potatoes in hot boiling water, or you could put them in there as the water is heating up. This is a personal preference. I'm not a chef. This is just what I do. That was my first time making a homemade iced coffee. It's like dessert. So unhealthy. I'm going ahead and put the potatoes in here. I'm not making a whole bunch of mashed potatoes. I'm actually going to keep this to the side because I'm going to have to take those out once they are boiled. I'm going to let y'all see some of the progress so far with the green beans. That's what the green beans look like as they're cooking. We got the potatoes for the mashed potatoes here, and then the homemade, it's kind of like apple cider, but not really. You heat it up as a hot beverage. Here it is over here. So what I put in here, all this stuff comes out. So we got apples in here. I use Fuji apples. We got 3 lemon slices in here, cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla extract. Really good. You can heat it up and it smells good. This is a good agent if you want your house to smell good, like Christmassy, Thanksgiving. This is a drink you can make. It's super easy. You don't need to buy apple cider and all that. If you really want that vinegar taste, then I would suggest put some vinegar in here, but make sure you have enough apples to overpower it, cinnamon and nutmeg and vanilla to overpower the apple cider. So you don't want to put too much apple cider in it. But if you want that vinegary taste, you can do that. Now for this recipe, I did rig it a little bit. I did put some apple cider vinegar in here. You can choose not to make it with the apple cider vinegar. Okay, and the drink is brown. When you're done with everything, it's brown. Okay, so it's almost just about... I started cook. These were cooked yesterday, but something was off with the recipe. So then I added the lemon slices, some more cinnamon, some more apples. So we get that apple taste. Because yesterday it wasn't really giving that apple taste. So there's the green beans. There's the potatoes for the mashed potatoes. I'm not going to... Well, I guess what I could do is prep for the lamb chops, right? I could prep for that. So I marinated the lamb chops. Hold on, I'm gonna have to clean up, child. You clean as you cook. Clean as you cook. Learn how to get in the habit of that. Clean as you cook. Because ain't nothing like you slaving in the kitchen and then you want to eat and then your kitchen is messed up. So these are the lamb chops I seasoned. Last night they marinated. What I put on here kind of is the same stuff that it's the same exact seasonings that I use for the green beans. And some people may be like, oh, well, wouldn't everything taste the same? No, it doesn't, because you got vegetables and meat, 2 different things. But what I put on here original Mrs. Dash, table blend Mrs. Dash, lemon pepper. Actually, it's slightly different. Italian seasoning, garlic. That's what's on here, marinating. Okay? You trying to be my man? Well, I'm single. Now we're gonna try something different. I ain't never cooked no lamb, okay? And honestly, this is the first time I'm gonna be eating lamb. Shoot, when's the last time I ate lamb? I was a child. I used to like lamb. My grandma used to make it. And one time I ate her lamb she made and I got sick. I mean, and that's kind of how I was with beef. Now I'm starting to eat. The only thing beef that I will eat is a steak here and there, but I have a beef allergy. I cannot eat beef back to back, otherwise it makes me vomit. Um, but the lamb chops did the same thing for me. My stomach was tore up. I was throwing up. And you know, when your body goes through trauma, certain things you eat and drink, you like, oh no, I never want to experience that again. That's how it was with lamb chops. But I have faith since I'm older. My taste buds changed a little bit. Cause things that I hated when I in my youth, I like now. But there's some things that stay the same that I don't like asparagus. I just don't like it. It doesn't matter how old I get, I ain't eating it. It's nasty to me. But yeah, so these marinated. When did I marinate these? I was up late last night. I think I marinated them at 12 at night, 12 a.m. in the morning. So it's almost 1 o'clock now. So we have these. I'm actually gonna put some oyster mushrooms on top of them because I want the moist mushrooms to soak into them. Oyster mushrooms. I don't know if you guys had them before. First of all, these babies are one of the healthiest mushrooms to eat, but they're expensive and they're rare to find. These bad boys actually taste like meat. They taste like meat. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna cook it all because it's not a lot. Literally, I think these mushrooms here was like $3.49. This is how much you get for $3.49. Why is it the healthy stuff is so expensive? So I'm gonna wash these. Now I'm gonna let y'all know right off the bat. Vinegar is not. I do not plate stuff well. Okay, the food gonna taste good. Now, will it look good all the time? I don't know. That's questionable. So it's easy to pull it apart. Look at that. I don't even need to cut it. You can eat these raw. Honestly, it's really good raw. It's good. I think these green beans are done. We're gonna do a taste again, okay? I don't want it to burn my mouth. It still got the green bean taste. Not too salty. It's good. That's the final product. Y'all can't see the juice, but the juice is all right here, but that's the final product. Now, put that to the side. Plate. Now, one thing about me is I do not like the feel of raw meat. So I use a tongue, okay? I don't like the feel of it. Even when I wash the meat, I do this. I don't like it. I just literally be feeling like I can feel the sole of the animal. So we're gonna get some butter. We're gonna use some olive oil. Remember, the lamb chops and marinated overnight. So we're gonna get some thyme. Thyme smells so good to me. I need to grow thyme. When I come back home, thyme is really good for your meats. If you're doing a stew, you're doing steak, lamb, it's really good. So you want to wash it. You just want to put it on top of the lamb. This whole one could go there. We're gonna put some mushrooms. We're gonna put the mushrooms in between. Now this is actually kind of pretty. Oh, this is coming out. Now the lamb is gonna be in the oven for 400 degrees. 12 minutes, depending on how long you want it to be in there. Now, some people, they be seasoning their butter and stuff. I'm not going to season the butter. They be making their own butter. So, I like to do this. You know, just sprinkle the butter around. And I'll show you guys what it looks like. Butter just does something for your meat, child. It just be doing something, okay? Now, I know some people might be like, your heart, your arteries, chill. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice that for certain things. Yes, Poppy. He like, I want some of this, mama. We're gonna drizzle some olive oil on it. What? You can't have none of this, boo-boo. You know, I wasn't going to season the mushrooms, but I'm going to put a little garlic on it. Just sprinkle a little garlic on the oyster mushrooms. I feel like I need to put a couple more little butter slices around. Also, too, if you want to make a gravy and stuff, this is the perfect time for you to make a gravy. So make sure you put enough olive oil or butter so you can have a paste when you take the meat out or whatever you're doing. So keep that in mind, too. I think I got enough. So I'm going to show y'all what it looked like. So this is what it looks like. Okay, the lamb chops, the oysters. Make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Put thyme on top. Now, I am going to cover them. The thing that's going to take the longest to cook is these goddamn potatoes. So I'm not even going to. I'm going to put the foil on top of it. I am going to put this back in the refrigerator. Put the foil on top of it. And then once I'm like halfway into the mashed potatoes, then I'm going to put the lamb chop in here in the oven because it's not going to take that long. It's going to take about 12, maybe 20 minutes, depending on how cooked you want your meat to be. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, once I finish all this, I think what I'm going to do is post the picture of the food either in the community post, or I'm gonna make a thumbnail of the food when it's done so you guys can see it. Because child, I've been on here how long? Almost an hour. I need to sit my ass down. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so if y'all want to see the end result, how everything looks, we're gonna go ahead and oh, no, we don't want that. I'll post the picture of it, of the ending. Okay, see you later guys. Bye.